And we are live.
Hey,
Hi there.
how's everyone? Welcome to the Flippin' Bunch. Um,
Yes, hello.
I can see that the notifications are coming out to let people know that we're live because I get the notifications. Yeah. Um, I don't know who's out there, but if anyone
So
is
far
out
we
there,
have Jenna, and so
hi
we,
Jenna.
yeah.
Congrats. Congrats, Jenna.
Yes, Jenna,
Yeah.
we're super excited for
Yay.
you.
So good. Yep. There she is.
Yeah.
Welcome. Yeah, tonight
So,
we wanted to talk about goals for this channel, especially when it has its own channel. Am I right on that?
right. We should
Mission
probably
statement.
introduce ourselves for people. I know Jenna knows us, but when people replay it, so I'll go ahead and introduce myself, and then we'll go back to you, Kat, since you're hosting us tonight. But I'm Lavon, and I have Statement Designs, and I've had a business for over 10 years, and I mainly flip furniture, but I've gotten into some other things. I do smalls and recently love and resin, but I in my shop I sell Dixie Belle. I have Iron Orchid designs. I have made a small selection of Made by Marley paper, of which I'm a brand ambassador, and also my furniture that I have flipped. So
Hi, I'm Kat from Arling Design, and I have a YouTube channel, and I do furniture restoration, furniture redesign, and different kinds of artwork.
Okay, hi. I'm Dar from DIYs by Dar, and I have been an artist pretty much most of my life. But I did a nursing stint for about 4 years of it. And then when I retired and then I got sick, I needed some art therapy to keep my mind occupied off all of my pain and misery. So I got into furniture flipping and smalls the last 4 years. I do have a booth. I do sell on Etsy. I do sell on eBay. I don't sell on Amazon right now, but I can and I have. So that's pretty much my story. And I hang out with my sister flippers.
and Gretchen's in the house. Hello, Gretchen. And
Impression.
Jenna says that we're her favorite girls.
Oh, that's so sweet.
We
Please,
love
somebody
you
likes
guys.
us.
They're our favorites too.
Yes, for sure.
It's a fun community.
Yeah. So, Kat, we've been talking about a mission statement, right? Yeah. So, you want to go
Really
ahead and tell them what we're talking about here?
sure. Um, we are trying to figure out where the channel is headed, I guess. The live channel is that, I mean, not the live channel. This is the live channel. The channel that has it's going to have its own YouTube channel, Flippin' Bunch. And so, what we wanted to do is to kind of nail down a few thoughts on what direction we want to go. We want to entertain, we want to have guests, all of these things that we've already been doing. Talk about issues, whatever interests people as far as their refinishing and design and art and crafts, and also to do challenges. And so we just wanted to throw out some of those ideas and see what you got. If you had any ideas for us that you'd also like to share and to help us grow our channel um, in a way that will make it entertaining for you all too,
Right.
because you're watching us and we appreciate it, and we want to bring you something special and something that's meaningful to you. So, yeah.
Yeah. So to give you a little history about why we decided to do the channel. So we all pretty much do furniture flipping, and we've talked with our guests too about um, algorithm and all that stuff. So they always say about your niche, and if you go outside of your niche, then it affects your algorithm, your numbers. So with us doing the lives, we love doing the Flippin' Bunch. With us doing that, though, it kind of brings our channel numbers down. But we really wanted to keep doing it, so that's why we made the new channel. Um, so Jenna says, how about a live with one of you doing a project with your viewers' ideas? That's a great idea. We're going to take all these notes down. You always have great ideas like that. So live with doing a project that was a viewer idea. Okay, this is what we want. Okay. So we have that little bit of history there. So we want to make it interesting to you. So we'd like to do a little trailer. Since we're just forming the channel, we'd like to do a little trailer. So, how there's a little intro video when you click on someone's channel, and there's a little video that tells what it's all about. So we'd love your ideas on what is maybe some special moments that you remember from some of our podcasts. And Mara's in the house. Hi, Mara.
Hey.
Or some memorable moments. So we'd love those ideas. So you can either throw them out now, or you can give it some deep thought, think about it. So what's next, Kat?
Okay. Follow directions, Kat. Okay. I'm trying to get the paper
that on the list.
I've never been good at following directions.
Well, we can talk about podcasts if you want, right?
Sure.
So we want to know who you'd like to see as a guest, and what you'd like to talk about, and also what topics are interesting to you. So again, you can throw those out now, or you can give it some deep thought.
I didn't know that's what you meant by podcast, because I thought this was what we were doing. So that's why I was hesitating. I'm like, what is it about podcast that I'm supposed to say?
Yeah, Mari's got a good idea. I've thought of that. Let the viewers send some pictures of their pieces in, or like maybe even take a section of the program right at the end, right at the beginning, and then put their picture up and give our ideas on maybe how we see it, like get another set of eyes. Like
Right.
how I had to, I was kind of lost on that carnival box, and I sent that picture to you guys, and I just, maybe being exhausted from creating it, my mind was like, not coming up with anything else. And Levon, she saw it right away. She said, put some diamonds in those blank areas. And she said black. And then I was thinking gold. She's like, no, go black, because it's kind of like, old. And she was right. And that's what it needed. And maybe that would be like a good section if someone's really stuck on something.
That's
Maybe they can send us a picture, and all you would have to do is just send it to the Flippin' Bunch Gmail, and then we would have access to that picture and what your question is, and then we would be able to put it up on the next program. I don't know. Would that be a good idea to try something like that? Just know that it's there, it's available for people if they want to do that.
Absolutely.
I think that's a great idea. Grizz is afraid of Amazon trucks, and he needs to get over it because I get a lot of Amazon. I just don't understand it. But anyway, so Mara says, I'd like to send a picture of something and get an opinion of how it was created. So, like, Mara, are you saying like something maybe that you'd like to recreate and then like get ideas on how it was created so we could give you ideas on recreating it? Is that kind of what you're saying?
I love that idea.
Okay.
That's fun.
Okay. I'm taking notes here.
Yay.
Yeah, I mean, we always converse between us on something like that as well. Like Levon showed me a piece that she's got coming up for Sunday, and I said, "How did you do that? What is on there? What did you use? Did you use stays on ink, or did you use a transfer? How's that staying on there?" So sometimes it is good to find out how somebody else did something in case you do want to recreate it.
Right. And Jenna says, yeah, and let guests come back for more than once. Wink, wink. Well, we've had Cheryl on twice, so maybe you'll be next to be our second timer, two-timer.
Yeah.
Two-time.
We like
two-timers.
Even three
And
timers.
Gretchen says, I think it would be great to do challenges here. What Dara is saying from Mara is a great idea. Sending a pic of an item and the Flippin' Bunch brainstorming ideas is awesome. So we appreciate that. And I think it's a great idea too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was kind of the next thing. Mara says, Mara was an excellent guest. She rocked the house. You did, Mara. She's the only guest. Yes, she's the only guest that's had a PowerPoint presentation to date.
That's the kind of
Yay.
So yeah, that was kind of the next point of discussion on our little list is collaborations. So as you know, like we said in the beginning, because we're all furniture flippers, we're focusing on smalls and thrift flips kind of in our collaborations on this channel.
Mm-hmm.
But we're open to ideas, as far as things we could do. If you come up with something else that's not furniture flipping, we're open to all these ideas because we'd like to.
Anything that's creative.
Yeah. So, and also when you're talking about collaborations, we'd love we need your help because we'd love to find a system or a good way to reach out to more people for these collaborations. So we did hit on a group on Instagram that, we are talking to and hope to work with them a little bit, do some of their collabs and then once we do that, then a lot of people will see that we're good guys and, participate in our collaborations too. So, Jenna says, ooh, me. I have an idea for a challenge. We pick our piece and send to you and y'all pick what our designs will be for each of our pieces.
I love that. Yeah. I've seen other YouTubers do that. It's super fun.
Pick our design. Oh, so I'm slow. I'm a little slow on the uptake. So you send a picture of the piece and we tell you what to do with it. Is that basically it in a nutshell?
Yeah.
Oh, I like that idea.
That would be fun. I like that.
I love these ideas.
Yeah, they're good.
Well, that's kind of like a furniture piece thing. So maybe I don't know how we can still trying to think how we could do that. So we can do whatever we want on this channel, but we might have to do it with smalls, maybe
So is this supposed to be mostly a Smalls channel? Is that what that is?
I don't think that we would be restricted to it, but I think
Okay.
that the thing is that on our regular channels, when we do that, we're hurting ourselves.
Oh,
Yeah, when we do smalls,
when we
you
do
mean?
small. Oh, yeah, definitely. Although some of my,
Because
some of
we're
those,
kind of going out of our niche,
right.
but I guess if we talk about our good friend vidIQ, because I'm going to use it for Sundays, and I'm going to see what kind of things, numbers I can get it up to before I hit play on that one and see what it gives me. And it gives me real good numbers, and I end up having 50 views. Well, then it doesn't matter what you do. If you go out of your niche, you're going to get hit with
Mm-hmm.
low views, and
Now,
your
don't forget
algorithms are going to take a jump.
our playlist is going to be on the Flippin' Bunch channel. This is the very first time that we are having a playlist on that channel. So I'm not anticipating big views. I mean, our people are going to see it because it's on my channel. So
Right.
I'm hoping that's going to bring, what's the song? Our milkshake brings all the boys to the yard.
I love
I'm
that song.
hoping that it's going to bring all the people to our channel. Oh,
I said that to
okay.
my kids one time because at the time, most of my audience was male. And I told them, I'm like, yeah, my milkshake brings all the boys to the yard.
It's funny. I look at my audience, like on the numbers in YT Studio, and it varies like all the time. Like some weeks it says like 75% of my viewers are male, and then other weeks it's like 90% are women. It just, you never know. And I never know what I did that week to get 75% of my viewers be males either. So,
I was
so
trying to
Gretchen says you could do a show where people send in a piece and get opinions from you gals to get different takes. Yeah. So that's kind of along the line of what we've been saying, but I get what you're saying. Just like to maybe just get suggestions like on where to go with it is. Yeah.
Yeah, because we can
So,
all see it differently, just like when you're thrifting and you are walking, like when I saw that $5 terribly rotten case, and I thought immediately what I saw was a carnival box. Now, that would be a good it just hit me. That would be a good challenge. You have to go in and get a piece that you don't know what to do with. It's absolutely a blank. You would never buy it. It's got to be a real challenge. And then we
yeah.
could
Oh,
say, then we could say, well, hey, I would do this with it, or I would do that with it.
yeah.
yeah, that's cute. I love that.
And I think it'll be interesting for us to participate with these other folks and see how they do things too, because they have a lot of different ideas too. They do lives where they're creating all together, they're all doing something on their lives. So we could do that too. Like we could
I
do
love that idea.
yeah, because I mean, that's what I do on my Tuesday talks, but having all four of us chat and craft, that would be kind
You
of
mean like
fun.
having like all of us up like this, but we're all each going to be working on our own craft.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think it would
I
be
think
fun.
that's really cute. Yep.
Yeah. I like that idea. So yeah, Jenna, So that's what we're saying. So Mara says, so you're saying your niche is smalls? Not necessarily.
I think what we should say our niche is thrift flipping. That's why I kind of was thinking about vidIQ, how I word it. You know, if I just word it 3 smalls for a booth, or word it upcycled thrift flips, upcycled thrift flip. You know, maybe that will give it something different to go on instead of calling it smalls for your booth or smalls or.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of them, that's a lot of people that, here are 10 thrifted flipped items, or here are 5 thrifted upcycled items.
Yeah. Well, Gretchen says, when I think of the Flippin' Bunch as a group, I think of you as artistic furniture designers. So that's why we want to keep our channels, so we can do that. And then the Flippin' Bunch as a group is there for us to do the smalls and the other things, you know. So Gretchen says, yes, artistic thrift flipping. That's a good way of putting it.
I like that.
Yeah, artistic thrift flipping. Because I always call myself an artistry furniture painter. So in here we can be artistry thrift flippers. I like that.
What you gonna do with that in your algorithms, YouTube?
I know. Look at all the notes. Okay. Jenna says, pick one viewer a month or so to choose a challenge for you ladies. That's a good idea too.
I love that.
Yeah.
The piece of the month or whatever. The challenge of the month.
Yeah. And you know,
Dar is always the piece of the month. But we could add a challenge.
But like I said, it's kind of cool to see what these other ladies are doing, because not only did they do the live thing, but I've seen where they like send each other stuff. Like, and I'm not talking these ladies so much because I haven't seen it yet, but I have seen this with other people. So like, do you know, what's her name? Natalie Callahan. She has, what's the name of her channel? I've been watching her for a long time. But anyway, she also collaborates with another big YouTuber, Lisa. Oh, Grizz, shut up. Lisa Burlingame or something. But anyway, they do these challenges, and as big of a channel as she is, they still do like Dollar Tree challenges, and they'll send each other a box, and there might be like a toilet plunger, a mop head, you know, all this stuff. Cute. And then they are challenged to make something out of this stuff. And they make some really classy stuff. You know, they'll use like the handle of the toilet plunger and as a macrame rod. And then they'll use the pieces of string from the mop head and do a macrame piece on it. It's insane what they do.
Right.
So.
I think you'd have to draw names on who you were going to send a box to, because I'd probably get a box with some really bad stuff.
Like napkins, like sanitary pads and stuff like that. Oh my gosh. So Gretchen says, but you're all very artistic, not just your average upcycle. Well, thank you, Gretchen. Hey, Cheryl is in the house. She says, late as usual. That's okay. We don't dock you. So it's okay. We don't dock your pay or give you demerits or anything.
Oh, we're glad you're here.
Yep. We're always glad you're here. So we're looking for ideas. Everybody's throwing out ideas. We're talking about what our goals are, kind of developing like a mission statement of what we want to do, and we want to do a trailer, and if you can think of any memorable moments or funny episodes or anything we want to put together some clips and do that. Um, so,
So we have 6 more last I looked, because I when I put tonight's thing up, or maybe it was the summer lean thing. It was the summer lean thing. I don't remember. Maybe I did it on both, but I was begging for people to subscribe to the Flippin' Bunch, and we only have 6 more to go.
right.
So
That's exciting.
we
We can go, if we can get those 6 this week, we can go live next week.
we're going to. It's not if. It's we are
That's right.
going to get
It's
those 6 more. And so, like, for running the Flippin' Bunch challenges, we've got Summer Ween coming up this Sunday. And then I was going to call it July Ween. No, what is it? Something Christmas in July. That is another Flippin' Bunch challenge put on by this channel. Are we able to put those playlists for that challenge at the Flippin' Bunch?
Yeah. It's just like
It's
anything
just that
else. Like
we
if
can-
you
we just
host a
can't go live.
challenge,
Okay.
With- yeah, like if you host a challenge, my video still goes on my channel, but it goes on your playlist. So
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it would allow us to create a playlist until we had 50
no,
subs.
it did. I already, I already did the playlist and everything. So.
Oh, it's in there?
Yeah,
Boy,
I already sent it. You must have not been paying attention there, Dar.
Oh, man.
So Mara says, yes, Dixie Belle Paints has done surprise boxes. If you watch Chris Donna or Pretty Distressed, yes, I've seen them do that. And speaking of Chris Donna, she's going to be a guest potentially in October. She's got, her whole life has changed a lot, and now she's a coach. And so she, with her commitments and everything, she's probably looking at October. We're also looking at, been talking to Corey.
I'm going to get after Corey. Corey, if you're watching, come on, girl. You're past that 75-day challenge.
That's
You're
right.
ready.
And I am so just elated that, just what's the word I'm looking for? Impressed for sure that you did that.
Well, yeah, if anybody, if they don't follow Corey, she started on a 75-day health challenge, and she was going to work out and exercise every day. And she did a little quick clip of that and then put it up on Instagram. And so I've been kind of following her. Well, and because I'm an exercise specialist, she's asked me a few questions on a few things. So, but she's done really well, and I wish I could do that. You exercise like that for 75 days, you're going to feel like a new person.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Oh boy. Guys, carry on. I'm going to mute.
Gotcha. Okay. Well,
we have a couple of other comments there. Gretchen said, "It because I can't put it up. I can't click on it. Put it on the.
I don't know if I can. Let me see. I probably can.
Okay.
If you hit chat, and then you hit comments.
Right.
The last one I'm seeing is Mara's. Oh, nope, there they come. Oh, Gretchen's gonna, okay, I'll put that one up. I can put that one up.
Thank you.
If it'll go, come on, I hit you. Oh, for God's sake. Maybe I can't. Maybe it won't let me.
Yeah, no, but we can see it though. Is Natalie Callahan designed to the nines? I don't know. Do you know, Dar? She left me. I haven't heard of her. Is that a furniture artist or a? Does she do like DIY or smalls or? Not sure. And then you said I will try to get my son to subscribe. He has used my account to subscribe to all sorts of manga stuff. I don't know what that is. I don't have kids that age. So he owes me. That's good. Yeah, use your kids. Use whoever you can. She said, Gretchen said, I haven't seen this person for a while, but there is a man in Chile that participates in challenges. The first I saw was the blue challenge. Yeah, that's Andy from Flip Pop. I actually won that challenge. Interestingly enough. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to go. My son's over in the ER, and yeah. So I apologize, and just I think I'll be able to see all these later, or maybe take some notes. Love you guys, and say a few prayers.
Prayers, yeah. Send me a text.
I don't know how you'll be able to end the stream, though.
I don't either. I just would click leave studio and just ask other people to do that as well.
Okay. So, okay. Yes. Kat, whenever you're done,
go ahead and go.
Like around 8:00, I'll just have Tom come and end it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna leave the studio, and then he can just end it then.
Prayers for your son.
Thank you.
All of us are praying, right? All of us are praying.
Oh, and so that means it'll be good. Love you guys.
Love you too.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Drive carefully too.
Okay, I will.
Bye. We're good. Hey, and I don't know what happened to Dar. You're stuck with just me. And I can't put your questions on the screen, but I can see them. Jenna, Levon had an emergency in the family and she had to go. Dar, I don't know. Dar has some weather issues, she said, and they might be getting a storm and she maybe lost connection. So I'm the only one left here. And so it's just me. Dar likes to disappear. She's gone to Narnia again. Did your internet go out? I don't know. Are you guys close together, like in the storms? It's been really stormy. It's been stormy here. You wouldn't believe what I did last night. I have one of those automatic things on my barn door. It's just a garage door that goes up and down. And it has a button on the inside, and then it has also a button in my car. And my first day back at work was yesterday. I was up in the barn and I'm working on a customer's pieces, and they're made out of MDF. Gretchen said she had a horrible storm this afternoon. Oh, such a bummer. Jenna said, it has been every day, but today is the heat, I think. Oh, it could be. It very well could be. I'm surprised up here in the mountains that I still have a connection. Let me shut this fan off. So anyway, I was so tired when I left the barn last night that I forgot to shut the door. I said, I'm not going to shut it until I get in my car. And then when I'm in the car, I'm going to hit the button that's up on my, on the sunscreen there. And I forgot to do it. And my neighbor called me and he said, did you mean to leave your door open all night? And it rained onto the MDF furniture. I was just totally disgusted. I was so proud of myself for going back to work, and then it rained on the furniture. So I left the fan going. Anyway, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. It's only 7:34. If you have any other ideas for that Flippin' Bunch channel, I can also jot them down and I'll pass them on to Levon and Dar. And Crystal, of course, is on vacation. I'm not sure if I said that earlier. But yeah. I can't even tell from here if there is anybody in the on the screen. Oh, Jenna said, oopsie. Gretchen, those good neighbors, but what a bummer about the MDF. Yeah, I was horrified. because it's mid-century modern, and you know that stuff, a lot of that stuff is made with MDF. And the piece was made in Germany. It's this huge, huge china cabinet. I measured it at 79 inches long. That's really long. That's like, well, it's almost 7 feet, right? 6.5 feet. And it's big. And it does have some damage to it, but it has a walnut, I'm pretty sure it's a walnut veneer on each top. And that's the part, mostly that's what I'm doing. And I'm fixing a few cracks in it and stuff. And I'll be making videos on that. Yeah. So a lot of good ideas tonight. We really appreciate you guys coming on and helping us with that. Just because the more the merrier, it's just good to have all those ideas. So, yeah. How about, I know I saw Cheryl earlier. Yeah, Cheryl, what do you have going on? I'm sure this will be right up Cheryl's alley too, because if we did focus on like a lot of non-furniture, and I think if people want to, you can always take all of the ideas that you do with furniture and put them to smalls and vice versa, right? So what I do on a small, I do on furniture. You're working on the Halloween video? You mean the Summerween? I haven't even started that yet. Yeah. So yeah, I'm thinking that like a lot of the stuff that I do is just things that I do for smalls too. Cheryl, right? So bye, Mara. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. Appreciate all your ideas and the participation. Thanks for following along. Yeah, I mean, a couple of my videos that were that does it makes you laugh. Summerween. I've never heard of it until Lavon said it. So that it's cute. It's just something fun to do. Yeah. Some of those videos did really well that were just focused on smalls, but I did smalls that kind of fit my personality. So I incorporated a butter churn, this really old primitive butter churn, and I restored that, and it's really beautiful. And then I did one of the ones that I did in one of those challenges was the shoe shine box. That was another old primitive, and it did the video did really well, and that was a lot of fun to do. So I can still do restoration of all different kinds of smalls. Another video that I did that wasn't part of a challenge, but I restored an old desk lamp, and it was an Art Deco desk lamp, and that one did well, and it's so pretty. I did a finish called Japan, where you do the it's interesting. I thought it was interesting. You have to use an enamel. And really, when you do Japan, that's not from Japan. It's called Japanning or Japan design. Back when they started doing it in the Art Deco days, they did it with enamel and then they baked it. So, of course, I wasn't going to bake it, but I still used an enamel, and I did a two-tone finish on this metal frame. Anyone experiencing flat sales lately? I don't know. I'm actually doing well, but I'm doing commissions. That's most of the time where I make my money, Mara. Yeah. Anybody else want to join in and tell Mara how you're doing in sales? It's been really hard, especially with furniture redesign. I, I I mean I sell those things, but it's much more few and far between. It's not a big sale for me. Plus, I don't down price them. They're expensive because that's my price. So I don't decrease my price. I mean, I will under certain circumstances. In fact, I've given things away, but I don't typically reduce my price. And Gretchen said, "Ooh, I would love to have one." Yeah, I mean, um, it's a gooseneck lamp, and the bottom of it has this Art Deco designs, and it's made out of metal. And I rewired it. I showed you how to rewire it and everything. It was really fun. Yeah. Cheryl said, good for you. Stick to your price. Yeah, I think we should all do that, Cheryl. Um, where I live in the mountains in Pennsylvania. It's in the Poconos, but it's still, even though it's kind of vacation land, there are people who drive through, but most of the people who live here, they have a very modest income. And so they're not spending a lot of money on art furniture. Gretchen said, I don't sell, but I admit to having just purchased a custom document letterbox from a Canadian woodworker, and you ordered it in December. I love that. I love, love, love buying, something that someone created, and it just has a little bit of their personality in it. And yeah, it's really special. I love buying art from people. I've bought things from Dar. I shouldn't say, because there are some people I haven't bought things from, but it's not that I don't love them. It's just that, I haven't had the opportunity or whatever. I bought a picture from Crystal. I don't know. And I've always bought other people's art, even painters. I love buying original art. Not that I can afford it anymore. Gretchen said, in this economy, artistic items often do better when priced higher. You are absolutely right. You want to know something? Um, when I had my own art gallery, I was actually doing photography, and I did well enough. For an artist, it's hard. You just don't make tons of money because art's a hard sell unless you're in that like niche where there's a lot of other artists, and I actually wasn't. But anyway, I did all right, and I wanted to participate in this. There was an outdoor thing where everybody had like a booth, and it was really big. It was like in Boston or something. And when I called the show producer called me back on my application, and he asked me my prices. And even though he liked my photography, he's like, what's your price range? And when I told him, he's like, I can't put you here because you're not expensive enough. So there. And I mean, I thought, oh, okay. So, I have this like kind of this goal to meet. From there, I had to like kind of figure out like, how do I get to a point where I upprice myself? And the way I think of it, and this is just the way I think of it, I don't know everything. I'm just throwing it out, on what I think. But when you sell something, that builds your product price range. Every time you sell something, that price goes up. And I don't know, that's how I feel. It's one of those weird rich people things. It is. It is. Even in New England, and in a lot of ways I did well. I'm very proud, of that time in my life, considering who I was, a nobody. And you know, I used a number of things. Like I used the fact that I was accepted into these kind of big shows, and I didn't sell anything from those shows, but just being accepted into them, I thought was like, well, okay, I'm going to increase my price, So little by little, it built up, and I sold, I sold my artwork, which was nice. But yeah, that's how I feel. I feel like we shouldn't price ourselves down. And I see people doing that. I started to say, people here in the Poconos, some of them do some fairly decent pieces that I think are stinking cute. And they're selling their furniture for like $100. It's like, it's not going to happen. I'm not going to do that. I have already brought my price down, like my hourly price is less here than it was in Massachusetts. Gretchen said, being able to make any money as an artist is truly awesome. Don't you think? I mean, that's why they call them starving artists. I don't know if I can show you this thing. I have like a tiny mess here. But I bought this piece. I'm going to see if I can get it on my computer. You see that painting? I can't get this to come in any closer, but that is a painting. It's an original, and I bought it in Rockport. It's an original artist who did a study on Renoir, and I just fell. Gretchen said, "I love that high chair." Yeah, I do too. I am going to sell that. It has to be at the right time. I'm not ready to sell it yet, and I have to put the strap on it. But anyway, she had that priced like really modestly, I thought. Cheryl Wall said, I do too. Is that the painting or the high chair? I have to do that again, by the way. Art Deco, that style is so fun. If you ever did it, I'm telling you, you would become addicted to it. It's almost like, oh, what else can I do this to? It was so much fun. Yeah, the high chair. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I learned a lot doing it. I learned that the way I would put it together, even though I love the design, but I would do it differently. I would do it differently. I would put it together differently. In other words, I would do the gold and silver first and then do my paint. It's just a learning curve of how to actually, get the process done. And Gretchen said, oh, I love that. So like a Renoir, but original. Yes, she did it's called The Boating Party. And she did it, I would call it a study. Like a lot of artists, like good artists, way better than me. When they copy a famous artist, hi Evie, how are you? They call it a study because they're doing a piece that has already been done by another artist, and they're doing it in that artist's style. So I think whoever that artist was just did a super fantastic job. I said, oh, I have to have that. And I looked at it for a while. It came in this gorgeous gold wooden frame. It's very ornate. It's just, I don't know. It's just really nice. Dar sent me a message. She said her internet dropped. That's what we thought, right? She's trying her parents' computer. Hopefully Dar can come back. Evie, thank you so much for dropping in. Everyone's glad to see you. I don't think I really know you. I think you're a subscriber to one of the other guys on here. I'm not really sure, but yeah. Do you have a channel? Or is there any way that we can all find you? We have Gretchen, Cheryl, and Mara, and Jenna. Yes. And so we all want to know you. I think Cheryl knows Evie. Is she a subscriber of yours, Cheryl? Is Evie a subscriber of yours? Yeah, I'm losing my voice. Gretchen said, yes, a study. Hi, Evie. You got a great deal. I got a great deal. Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was. Um, I'll probably never buy a piece like that again just because, number one, I'm not as financially stable as I used to be. Um, and yeah, number two, I just had like the extra money to spend. Yeah, I don't regret buying any bit of um, original art. I'll never regret it. It's awesome. You just get a little bit of somebody's, I don't know, their aura, not their soul, but, a little bit of their, I don't know, special. It's very special. And it doesn't matter if it's a painting. It can be anything that somebody makes. I love pottery, um, and anything at all. Doesn't matter. I think another person who does really special things, she doesn't come on here too often, but we did have her as a guest, and that's Margie from the Asking Spot. And she does these phenomenal little pictures. It's like hook. I forget what you call it. Does anyone remember? It's it's something you do with like a material. And she does these tiny things, and they're so detailed. She does studies of like Van Gogh and everybody. It's just amazing. Evie said, I don't have a channel. Lovely. I'm a subscriber to Lel from Made by Marley and her friend in real life. Oh my gosh, what time is it there? I'm also a subscriber to Dar. Oh, that's so sweet. I love that. And Gretchen said, yeah, if you have a channel, we want to subscribe. Oh, you better get your channel going, you guys. Oh, that's good. So prayers answered. They're sending Levon's son back home. And can you guys hear me? Embroidery or cross stitch. Yeah, exactly. It's almost 1 a.m. Evie, you're awesome. Evie's like thinking about art 24 hours a day. She's definitely one of us. So I'm just answering Levon. She said she can't hear me talking. I've just taken over the channel. Yeah, it's funny. I'm talking about my own things here. Oh, she said she'll end it. Am I over 8 o'clock? I don't know. If I lose you, it's because the channel has ended. Oh.
Okay.
Thanks.
I've been trying to get back on, and I'm going to turn here. And I heard you guys saying about starting like your own channel and whatever. If you do lives, I will tell you, I have wireless at my house and on my phone. And we're getting a big storm coming in right now, all pretty much around Michigan. And for some reason, my computer will just kick me out, and then I cannot get back on. No internet. So
Wow.
I'm thinking, okay, I'll go on my parents' computer. It's like, all right. So I signed into StreamYard and everything, but since it was a new computer, it wanted to send a code. Well, it can't send me a code to my phone that has no internet. So I tried, but I couldn't get back on. I just had to wait until it would allow me to come back on. So my parents, their computer, or if you have a computer that has like a landline, like they have,
Oh yeah. They have the cable one.
yeah, they got regular,
Okay.
like they pay through their cable for internet service,
Oh yeah.
and that's how you have to do it, so you can stream without interruption. And I
Okay.
think next time maybe I'll just go on their computer and have it all ready to go so I could just stream from theirs and then I won't have a problem with dropping off. I hate that. I
know.
kind of live in the pickers where I'm at. And there's if you look at the weather around Michigan right now, in the middle of the big turmoil, that's where I live. And it never fails. I wondered if I was going to get kicked off, and it does happen. That's like they say, Dar's gone to Narnia.
I know, but you were there for so long.
Oh, I hate when that happens. It was like I thought, why is this not working to put that comment up? And I kept hitting it. And then I realized I had no more internet. I couldn't do it. I was gone. You
Oh,
lost me.
oh
Poor Cat, thank God that you held the fort down for us.
yeah, I'm a talker. Especially if I talk about my own things.
Oh, brother.
Gretchen said technology. Sometimes it makes me want to be a Luddite. What is a Luddite? I've heard that. And I know what the saying means, but it's a weird saying. Is a Luddite like an Amish? I don't know. What is that?
Oh, my mom's sneaking in here again.
Oh, 1 second. Hold the phone, Dar.
I'm going to hold the phone now. Hopefully the internet won't lose us again, but we're up to almost being done. And I apologize. Every once in a while, you just get things kind of messed up, and it's just one of those days. And it's been one of them days, I think, for us.
I had to plug in my computer. It was on its last leg. Someone that dislikes new technology. Oh, okay. I used to like new technology, but I don't know. As time goes on, I'm like, oh, geez, some other thing. I used to like it, and when I was working in the field as a regular worker, I would learn the software and then teach the others. So I would always be the one that people would come to when they had a problem with their technology, believe it or not. That was my forte, but I don't feel like it anymore. I don't know.
Well, technology, I mean, when you look at what they're doing with AI, it is so much over our heads. I mean, the basic person can't even comprehend the things that they're doing now. I wouldn't even want to.
No, I that's another thing. I don't have the interest in it. I used to be very interested in it, and um, it's unusual for a nurse because most nurses are like very anti-technology. Just give me a piece of paper. Gretchen said, "Cat has held us together." Oh, that's good. Yeah. For AI is frightening. I want to do one of these days if I'm hosting. I want that to be my subject because I have a lot of thoughts about that. A lot, and a lot of people will disagree, and a lot of people will agree. It'll be a good subject. But yeah.
Well, I mean, I think I'm using AI on Canva. Like when I go and I create some pictures and I have to get a different background like everybody's doing. If you don't have a good spot to, I lost my word. Not screen it. Set your furniture up. Your background.
Oh yeah, I don't use it for that, but we're all using it. Abby said, "I'm a nurse." Isn't it funny how many nurses are artistic? I'm a nurse, and I said that exact thing today. Give me a pen and paper back. Our ER, when I worked in the ER, we were the last unit in the entire hospital, and it was a big inner city ER, and we were the last unit to go offline, online. It was tough for us to do, not physically. It's just that we had so much that we were doing. I mean, even our med cart was you didn't have to plug into anything. It just opened it and took your meds out. It's like, this is what I need. And then they ended up putting all that stuff in a Pixis, Dar, that familiar with a Pixis.
I
But
never had
Evie
to
would
use
know.
one.
Oh, really? Oh, no. Evie would know, right? Well, it depends on the kind of nursing that you do. Nursing too.
I went to Narnia for a little while again, but I was
Oh,
able to find my way back.
and it's 1 o'clock in the morning, Dar. She came here
Yeah.
especially probably to
Well,
see you.
we're ready to sign off anyway. I, I,
Oh,
I,
yeah, it's 8 o'clock. I could go on and on.
yeah, I don't know if we can leave or not. If she's got to stop the stream,
I actually don't know.
can you end the stream on your end?
I can leave the studio, Dar. But
Yeah,
I can't even click on comments. I don't have any like user rights. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, Levon apparently had an emergency, so sorry about that, you guys. That stuff happens in your life.
Waffle.
So I guess we're all gonna just leave,
Yeah.
and we're
Thank you.
gonna have to text Levon and tell her to stop the stream. So
Yeah, she's on her way back right now, I believe. So if we sign off, when she comes in, she'll stop the stream. And Gretchen, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's been a long haul. A long haul. I was like out of work for 2 months. Yeah, Lavon has her husband set to cut us off.
does she?
That's what she said. I'm not sure if he's going to actually do it. Evie said, "Good night, ladies." Thank you so much, Evie.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
I wonder if we get to see her husband. Won't he have to like come up, or does he just hit end stream?
He'll probably cut us right off.
We'll be laughing, and we're just going to be gone, you guys. What can I say?
That's right.
Oh well.
That's funny.
Or maybe he's just waiting for us to leave. He's not really listening to what we're talking about.
Do you think? All right. So we should just do like a 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
1, 2,
3,
3.
2, 1, I'll jump. Hey, we love you guys. Thanks for coming.
Thank you so much, everybody.
Things
You're
will
all
hopefully be better next week, and
blessings.
I'm going to get plugged into a landline. I'll just have to come to my parents' house when we do Wednesdays and get on their computer because they got a direct line to a big cable company for internet, and that is much better than doing this phone crap. So next Wednesday, we'll see you guys. Are we ready? Are we ready for 3, 2, 1?
3, 2. Let's do like a clap in the middle. 3, 2, 1.
Bye.
I can't shut it off.